We're back. Welcome to Series 10 of Edmunds U-Drags. I'm Alistair Weaver, that is legendary test driver Jonathan L. Farlan. This is a Mustang Dark Horse with supercharger. That is a Chevy Corvette Stingray, and both are ready for battle. Let's get on with it.
And here we go. Today we have the 2025 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray with 495 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. It's running on Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. Going up against our very own 2024 Dark Horse Mustang, but we did a little something. We were sick and tired of our brand spanking new Dark Horse losing Edmunds U-Drags. We spent a little over 10 grand on the Ford Performance Supercharger kit. Then, we took it over to our friends at Galpin Autosports where the Galpin Pros installed our new blower.
Well, welcome to the #1 custom automotive shop in the world.
Galpin Pros installing Ford-approved parts means we're still covered by a warranty. Ah, serenity now. With everything installed, Ford says we're good for 810 horsepower and 615 pound-feet. But you can watch our dyno video to see what that actually translates to at the wheels. Oh yeah, and it's running Pirelli P0 Trofeo RS's. These two are going head-to-head on our Edmunds U-Drags track, which starts with the quarter-mile drag, then they hit the brakes, do a 180, and power back to start-finish. After the first run, we'll swap drivers and lanes and do it again. Do you love Edmunds U-Drags? Subscribe now and visit Edmunds.com, where you'll find all the info and inventory you need for new or used vehicles, including the famous Edmunds ratings. And if you're looking to sell, we'll even make you a cash offer for your car.
In the last series of Edmunds U-Drags, we put our Mustang Dark Horse head-to-head with the Stingray, and the Mustang got its derriere whooped. A clear victory for the Stingray. The Mustang is stung. But since then, something has changed. So, I have a lot more power. I know this thing is mighty under the brakes. At our test track, it went from 60 to 0 in 99 feet, which is hugely impressive. And it also has tons of grips thanks to its Pirelli Trofeo RS tyres, 1.09G, if you care about these things, on our test track. So, it'll stop well, it'll go around the corner well, it's got plenty of power, but what it hasn't got is launch control. So how do I set this car up? Well, I'm going into drag strip mode because at our test track we found that was the quickest for getting the car off the line. Stability control all off, then it's just build up a bit of force with my left foot on the brake, then gentle on the throttle up to about probably 1500 to 2000 RPM, and then gradually feed the two and let it build and hope that I can just keep that Corvette in sight, and then we can claw everything back through the braking, through the corner. But I have no doubt that that mid-engine Corvette with its fancy launch control will be faster off the line. But who will win the race? I think it's going to be mighty close.
All right, it's Stingray time. It's been a minute since I've been in one of these. It is a legitimate mid-engine sports car. Anyways, how do we get this thing set up for launch? It is a bit of a process. First of all, you have to go ahead and put it in track mode. And then once it's in track, we can do a double click on the traction control. That takes us into the PTM or Performance Traction Management menu. And then we scroll all the way over to race 1, which is typically the setting that you want to use for a nice kind of clean surface, not a prep surface. Usually race 2 is reserved for that. And then all we got to do is put it in drive. We'll get a launch control notification saying that it's ready. So I just have to press and hold the brake, put some force on the brake pedal, and then floor the accelerator. I'll get an indication that launch control is active, and boom. I mean, let's be honest, this Corvette is purpose-built. It's certainly gonna get off the line way quicker, way cleaner than that Mustang. And I just think this thing is gonna have it from the very start. So best of luck to that Mustang over there. It's got a supercharger now. I don't think it's gonna make a difference, but let's see.
Control the adrenaline.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go. Good launch, good launch.
Okay, that's not too bad. The Corvette's still there. Wow, the power of the Ford. Come on.
Holy crap, here comes the Dark Horse. Holy cow. Ah!
Right, don't screw the braking up. Man, this thing stopped.
Okay, all right. Easy does it, easy does it.
Oh, I had to take it in.
There we go. Come on.
Now feed the power. Oh, a little bit of back end slide, but I think I've got the Corvette beat.
Come on, Corvette. Come on, Corvette. Come on. Oh my God. Look at that thing.
Oh, yes. Well, come on, supercharger.
Oh man.
Boom! Revenge for the blue oval. Wow, didn't expect it to be that good. I am genuinely a bit surprised by how well this thing performed. We know it's good under brakes, you know it's got grip, but like, I just like managed to hook it up off the line that you were ahead, but not like, it's like, okay, is close enough, and then the power just hooked, you know, sucked you back in.
I for sure thought that this thing would just take it. Like that didn't have any chance. And then I saw you just motoring by me, and it was like, I was like, oh my God, I think this could be bad for the Corvette.
This thing brakes so well. I mean, if this had launch control, I think it'd be right up there with our GT500.
Man, I still can't believe how well that car did. I will say that those Trofeo RS tires are about as sticky as you can go while still being street legal. So I'm on, you know, Pilot Sports, I think 5s, and you know they're not bad, but they're certainly not delivering the stick that Dark Horse has now. This car's forte is going to be more about like the open track kind of sweeping turns where you can really take advantage of its mid-engine balance.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, very different experience. These are both great cars. This is old school in comparison, but just the noise and the sensations.
Well, I am done talking. I want a shot at that because I want to feel the power. And yeah, so let's swap lanes, swap cars, and do it again.
Hello, old friend. Edmunds owned one of these for a year and we absolutely loved it. It is a great car. Not a lot I can do really. Different to Jonathan, I'm running exactly the same setup because we think that's optimal. Launch control, try and get away at the start and stay ahead and maximize the corner and see if we can't out-finesse the brute force of the Mustang.
Dark Horse, my God. Anyways, not gonna change anything Alistair did. Obviously that worked out really, really good for him. Yeah, I think this should be fun. Let's do this.
Five, four, three, two, one.
And we're off, and the Corvette has got the jump as we thought it would, but the Mustang is still there.
All right, go, 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 get it. Get it. Here comes the horsepower.
Now then, let's nail the braking.
All right.
A little bit squirrely. Try not to hurry too much.
it.
He's gonna power his way away.
And got him.
Ah!
Yeah. Nice job, Dark Horse. Good stuff. Man, this thing, it certainly pulls on the top end. I think you got, I would say, a better launch than I did. I just feel like I had a little bit too much slip at the start. But man, once it's hooked up, this thing just goes. It's no joke.
I'm actually pleasantly surprised how good that thing is. I thought it was going to be a lot more troublesome, but we know that it brakes. We know from the test track data, it brakes and it corners. So it's all about if you got good traction off the line. And I just caught a look in my rear view mirror and I could see that you were there on my shoulders and I was like, this is not going to work. I think we were level pretty much through the turning phase, and then just the power on the back straightaway went away.
Actually, under braking, this thing moved around a lot more than I was expecting it to. While it felt stable, like it was still like trying to fight for grip. But yeah, around the turn, it felt great. The corner exit, like it's surprisingly, you can get on the power like pretty aggressively, and these tires hook up. And then again, once you're going, that horsepower just kicks in and you're trucking. You're just absolutely trucking.
I trail braked it, sort of basically where you go full on brakes, then ease off the brakes as you get towards the apex, and it does that wonderfully well. But yeah, just no substitute for horses. That Mustang it's very cool.
I'd love to see what that car can do on like a set of Trofeo RSs, but keep that balance there where, yeah, I mean, the front is going to give way before the rear does. But yeah, I mean, I think that car on some stickier tires would be an absolute monster.
Wait till we run the ZR1. That is a car with a slightly different setup.
Well, that was exciting. Here's the track conditions. And for the best numbers. 0 to 60 goes to the Stingray at 3.3 seconds. Quarter mile goes to the Dark Horse at 11.5 seconds at 125.4. Max cornering goes to the Dark Horse, pulling 1.25 Gs. And the win goes to the Dark Horse with a time of 32.7 seconds at 138.1. For the official leaderboard, head on over to edmunds.com/U-Drags. The Stingray wasn't able to beat its previous best time, but now drops to 24th, as the new and improved supercharged Dark Horse enters the board and places 12th with its time of 32.7 seconds at 138.1.
So, Jonathan, I think we're both a bit surprised. We thought this would be tighter than it was. This thing goes.
Shocker. I mean, I was talking smack when I was in the Corvette, just like, oh man, this thing's gonna eat its lunch. And then I just saw you truck on by and I was just like, oh my, this is not looking good for the Corvette. So there you have it, man. Supercharger, maybe worth the investment.
And it's also pretty heroic feeling, like when you get it to hook up and it's like, oh, and you're doing it all on your feet and it feels good.
Yeah.
You're not just relying on the electronics. I like that.
Yeah, I'm still not in love with the transmission. Like the transmission just doesn't feel as sharp or punchy as our GT500 did. Like I still maintain that's probably one of my favorite Mustangs of all time.
I think what's interesting for me is these cars now are basically the same price. Supercharged Dark Horse, Corvette Stingray are pretty much in the spec that you see here, the same price. Very, very different experiences. This is a proper mid-engine sports car. I mean, I was saying it feels like a mid-engine supercar, but I mean, you know, pick your definition. This, much more of an old school bruiser, front-engined, rear drive.
I think that's still my flavor, but agreed. I think there's something for everybody here.
Yeah, exactly. And a great matchup. We are surprised by the results. Let us know in the comments below whether you are too. Check out everything else that Edmunds U-Drags has to offer, and of course visit edmunds.com, the mothership, for all your car shopping needs. Please, helps us do more races like this. Thanks for watching. See you next time.